10 Truly Cursed Objects Never to Bring Home, Part 2. There are many stories of objects that are reported to be cursed or haunted. Many of these terrifying objects have brought great misfortune to their owners, manifesting themselves in financial and health woes. What's even worse is that some of these items claim to be linked to that which is demonic, with owners claiming to have seen demons, ghosts, and frightful sights. Watch the video for stories behind these 10 terrifying objects that are genuinely linked to freaky paranormal events. You may just become a believer. Number 10. Elmo. Most of us are familiar with the Elmo dolls. Since 1996, these dolls have been a massively popular holiday present, bringing joy to many children around the world. However, one particular Elmo was not so cheerful, to say the least. In 2008, 2-year-old James Bowman was the proud owner of an Elmo Knows Your Name doll, which, as the name implies, could be programmed to say its owner's name. This particular doll, however, not only said the owner's name, but also added the words "kill" before it. Literally, the doll would chant, "Kill James," repeatedly until the mother decided to remove the doll from the home.
Kill James?
What was that?
Kill James?
Number 9. The Hands Resist Him painting. Painted by Bill Stoneham in 1972, The Hands Resist Him belonged to actor John Marley before ending up on eBay in 2000 with claims it was cursed. The anonymous sellers said it was found abandoned behind an old brewery. Soon after taking it home, their daughter claimed the figures in the painting moved at night and even stepped out of their frame. They posted photos as proof.
George?
Number 8. The phone number 359-888-888-888. I guess you could argue that technically a phone number is not a physical thing, but still, this number is apparently just as cursed as all of the items on this list. Everyone who has ever had this number as their number has died an abrupt death. This includes the CEO of a Bulgarian mobile phone company who died of cancer at 48, as well as 2 crooks, both of whom were gunned down. Number 7. The BASANO WASE. Legend has it that this silver vase was made in the 15th century and was given to a bride on the eve of her wedding. However, on this night, the bride was murdered with the vase still in her hands. The vase was then passed down her family line, but anyone who claimed it died shortly after. It took many deaths before the family finally hid the vase, but it resurfaced in 1988 with a note that said, "Beware, this vase brings death." When the BASANO vase was auctioned, however, the note was not included in the item description, and the pharmacist who bought it died within 3 months. There would be 3 more deaths before finally a desperate family begged the police to take it. Number 6. The DYBUKK box. In Jewish folklore, a DYBUKK is an evil spirit. Supposedly, a Holocaust survivor accidentally summoned the demon while using a homemade Ouija board, but somehow managed to trap it inside the wine cabinet. Kevin Mannis bought the box at an estate sale in 2001, and soon after started having nightmares about an evil hag. Mannis gave the box to his mother, who suffered a stroke on the same day. The box's later owners have also claimed to have demonic nightmares, with its last owner, Jason Haxton, even developing a strange skin disease. Number 5. The Haunted Wedding Dress. This dress once belonged to Ann Baker, who, after her father sent her true love away, never used it. The dress was later given to a historical society, where it was featured in the now Baker Mansion Museum. Witnesses claim that the dress moves on its own, especially during the full moon. Number 4. The Haunted Chairs of BELCOURT Castle. BELCOURT Castle has many different documented hauntings, but perhaps the most famous paranormal objects in the castle are 2 chairs that are reportedly used by spirits. Visitors who sit in the chairs say they feel cold and uncomfortable, with many claiming to have felt like they're sitting on someone. Several visitors have even been ejected from the chairs by an unseen force. Number 3. PUPA the Doll. The Pupa is a creepy doll made in the image of its original owner. Supposedly, the owner loved the doll. all the days of her life and would take the doll everywhere. The owner also claimed that the doll would speak to her. Nevertheless, after the owner died in 2005, the doll was placed in a glass case, something the doll apparently does not like. Reports say that the doll will periodically tap on the glass as if it's trying to get out, change body positions, change facial expressions, and even move items around her. Number 2. LETTA, the gypsy doll. LETTA the doll was apparently made 200 years ago by a Romanian gypsy for his son who had drowned. It's believed that the spirit of the boy transferred to the doll and has remained in the doll until today. Though no evil occurrences have been associated with the doll yet, there is definitely a paranormal aura surrounding it. For example, it supposedly rains every time the doll is taken outside. Dogs hate the doll and try to attack it. People claim to feel inexplicably afraid and sad when they see LETTA. But that's not all. The doll also moves by itself, changing positions while seated, and even emits a pulse while being held. Number 1. Annabelle the doll. Bought in an antique shop in 1970, a woman gave this raggedy doll to her daughter, Donna, who was in nursing school. At first, the doll seemed like any other doll. However, things started to get creepy when Donna and roommate Angie kept coming home to find the doll in different positions and different locations. In a startling turn of events, the doll began leaving them notes saying, "Help us." And as if that's not bad enough, they also found the doll with blood on it. For obvious reasons, Lou, a guy friend of Donna and Angie, tried to get the girls to get rid of the doll. This, however, displeased the doll, who then tried to strangle Lou via a nightmare/physical encounter. The girls eventually called Ed and Lorraine Warren, the folks who investigated the Amityville house, who decided the doll was actually a conduit to hell and was being used by a demon. After 2 failed exorcism attempts, the doll was encased in a specially made glass case in the Warrens' occult museum, where it supposedly still moves.